I think women in other cultures, I just think that they are a little bit more submissive than the women in America.
Do you think they treat their men better because they're forced to or because they want to?
I think because they're forced to. They get abused, and like they can't even wear their real hair. They have to cover their hairs up and stuff like that.
Silence, you fool!
Just because you and people from your side of the world are not submissive, it doesn't mean that the other people are being abused automatically. That's crazy. And how ironic that this woman's talking about they're not even allowed to wear their natural hair. But we know that many women actually like to wear fake hair. They choose to.
Do you think those women are ignorant slaves, or do you think they're happy?
I think a mixture of both.
What the hell? She said that Eastern women are ignorant slaves. This is just Western feminist mindset. They can't see any other life outside of what they believe to be true.
It's a different culture. The culture is family oriented, so they did want to.
Do you think those women are ignorant slaves, or are they happy?
No, I think they're happy, definitely. Western women philosophy is more self-centered. Eastern women, it's kind of family oriented, so they don't just think about themselves, they think about the family, they think about other stuff other than themselves.
Absolutely. Westernized women, they worried about themselves and their own personal happiness. Eastern women, outside of that Western mindset, they are thinking about the world outside themselves, i.e. their family and their duty to their family and their household. One is selfish, one is not selfish. Simple.
The difference is Western women feel like they can do whatever they want. They don't care about what a man says. And Eastern, they feel like they have to do what a man says.
She's just another Western woman.
Which country treats their women best?
I don't think anywhere treats their woman best. Let's be real. Not America, not nowhere, honestly.
What are you talking about, you idiot?
In America, you can do whatever you want. You live in a country that allows women to marry men and then when they feel like it, just divorce him and then take half of all he's earned in his life. What the hell? You live in a country where you have kids with a man. The man wants to have his kids in his life. The judge will give you the kids automatically and then he has to pay you a crazy amount of money every month. And you don't even have to tell anyone what you spend the money on. What the hell? That's the country you live in.
What do you think of American women and how they treat their men?
Horrible.
Can you be more specific?
American women are stupid. And, I don't know, they're uncultured and rude.
I think American women play with men's feelings, and I think they have really high standards and are very picky.
I told you, I would never ever date another American woman ever in my life. I've had like 4 American girlfriends, and every single one of those relationships completely just, forget about it. Their ideology, their mindset, it's just not wifey material. That's been my experience. That's the experience of American men. It doesn't work. Black or white. It's not just black. It's not just white. It's just American women, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, that's just it. There's a reason why passport bros exists. There's a reason why in that country 80% of marriages are filed by the women. And then you hear them all come on social media talking about their dating requirements, and a man has to be 7 foot tall and be a multi-millionaire just to date her.
It can be unfair because a lot of them will leave with half of the stuff that the man owns if things go bad, and they're very quick to leave. So
What are your thoughts on the passport bros?
I think it's a cool concept.
Why do American men travel overseas to find a wife, but men from overseas don't travel to America to find a wife?
Because women know their worth.
Because women know their worth.
More exposed to resources.
The women believe, if he comes all the way to America, he has to be worth something. I mean, comes to a different country, he has to be worth something.
Why don't women from America want to travel overseas to find a husband?
Because they're lazy.
They have everything here. I think it's a first world country, so a lot of guys are like up to their standards in a lot of ways.
Yeah. So the women in the Western world are not going to go to third world countries to find a man because that man is not going to be a multi-millionaire. He's not going to be able to afford all of the trinkets, right? And that's all it boils down to, yeah? And in those countries, the women are not going to feel as empowered.
If men are more likely to travel to find love, why do women think men are lazy when it comes to relationships?
I feel like that has a lot to do with our culture. Men travel to different countries because the culture is different.
Why do you think that women don't do that as much as men do?
Because women don't need men.
Stop it. Get some help.
She couldn't think of a smart response, so she said the first thing that popped into her head is because women don't need men. I guarantee this woman is single, bro. She can't find a man, so the next thing, women don't need men. That's the truth, reality.
Like men coming into the Philippines, for example, they like to get or find like submissive, mostly young wives, I feel like. That's
Yes, because most men want to be with a woman who is going to be submissive. This is no new concept. Why do they always talk like this is some new rocket science epiphany that they got? Why am I going to be with someone who thinks that they're going to try and dominate me? Most of these feminists, they just want equality when it suits them.
Women are in tune to their body. They're not in tune with running a household. They're in tune to social media. They're not in tune with the needs of their significant other or their kids. That, you know, I'm just going to be honest. The women really is like men. It's all about me.
She said the truth, bro. They may be physically attracted to men, but they don't actually like men. They're all about themselves, self-centered, selfishness. Me. It's all about me, what I want, how I feel. That's all that matters.
Why then, if that's true, why do we have the expression, where have all the good men gone, but nobody's asking, where have all the good women gone?
Oh, they do.
We're privileged. We're privileged.
From where I'm from,
We're the fucking prize. And if women don't know that we're the prize, a nigga, we're the prize.
Silence, you fool.
And I guarantee these two are either single or they're single baby mamas. Guaranteed, bro.
If your average man is treated better by women overseas, why do you think men prefer to stay in America and play the game when the odds are so heavily stacked against them?
Probably because of money issues and they don't want to leave their environment.
Essentially, why do you think men spend so much time grooming themselves to please the materialistic women in America?
Ooh. Because looks matter, I guess.
I think a lot of them don't know about how much of success they could have if they left the country. So they kind of just stay with what they know in the country. And
This guy's on point. He knows what's going on, bro. Like, a lot of men, if they understood what was out there, I think a lot would leave, to be honest. They would leave all these American Western women with their high standards and requirements. They would just leave them because it'd be like, bruv, like, why am I trying hard to please you when you probably don't even like men anyway, when I could go somewhere else and find a woman that's more submissive, more grateful, more appreciative, and will cooperate with me even better?
Does a woman's behavior play any role in how she's treated by men?
You know what? Honestly, yes. Yes, because you give the same energy that you want, you know?
Does a woman's behavior play any role in how she's treated by men?
yes, definitely.
So why are people so quick to blame the man when things go wrong in a relationship?
Oh, because it's always a man's fault.
Always a man's fault. So no matter what a woman does, no matter how evil or crazy or manipulative or whatever she does to a man, it's always the man's fault, and the man always has to rise above it.
It's not always a man's fault. Women definitely do mess up. I've always been told that it takes two to tango where I'm from. It's never just one-sided. It's both-sided, no matter what.
Why are you more likely to see female empowerment in first world countries?
Because we have that freedom.
Why do women seem to be more
And who gave you that freedom?
Victory has defeated you.
You have all this freedom, you have all these resources to say and do what you like, and women empowerment and all of that. But who gave you these freedoms? It's the men, because the men are the ones that are in charge, and it's the men that build the infrastructure. Really and truly, men are not your enemies, bro. At this point, if you're still failing and you can't find a man and blah, 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 and you're just hitting the wall, miserable, that's on you at this point. But again, people like this woman here, they will just continue to blame men for everything until the end of time.
Why do women seem to be more unhappy the more free that they are?
It's a really good question.
Yeah, you ain't got no answer for that, have you? Yeah, because with all this freedom that the men gave you, you're still not happy, bro.
Serves you right.
And that's the whole point. That's the reason why there is passport bros. That's the reason why there's content creators like me that talk about dating and relationships and all these crazy dynamics. Because women like you, you're so brainwashed to believe that you're being undermined, when really and truly, you just need to be able to play your position and find a man who's ready to play his position. But there's things like, you want a guy that's a millionaire.
Silly.
You want a guy that's 7 foot tall.
I'm Tyrone.
And then at the end of the day, you're always just one argument away from leaving the guy because you think the grass is greener because you got all these men all the way around the world throwing willy at you.
Why do passport bros want traditional women, but when they travel overseas, they target easy women?
So they can get laid? I don't know. And I feel like it's most readily available because the traditional woman wouldn't really go up to a foreigner, I feel like. Like, they'd be marrying within their community and culture and whatnot.
Yes, I think that probably 50, 60, maybe even 70% of these passport bros, they're going over there to sleep with women. Yes, a lot of men out there, they are not getting boxed. A lot of men out there find it hard and difficult to couple up with women. So when they go overseas, yeah, they want to probably sleep with some women, and a lot of these women are selling box over there. But I think that there is a percentage of men that are actually genuinely going over there and they're looking for someone that will be their wife as well.
Because they're weak men mentally, and they don't want a good woman. Let's be real, they want a slave.
Pathetic.
Typical. If a man is not doing what you want and breaking his back to make you happy, even though you're never going to be happy and you're probably going to leave him, that means that he's mentally weak and he wants a slave. What about he just wants a submissive woman that appreciates him? Most of you Western women, especially American, you don't really appreciate men. You don't appreciate everything that men do. You don't. All you care about is being empowered and independent, and you don't need a man.
So is passport bros more about sex tourism or finding a wife?
Sex tourism, definitely not about finding a wife.
Why do American women feel threatened by foreign women?
I don't feel threatened. I don't feel like we do. I feel like we look better.
This woman here wearing this ridiculous contact lenses. This is absolutely embarrassing. And she's got this smug expression on her face. I don't know why.
Why do American women often shame foreign women, claiming that they're poor and uneducated?
Because they are.
What the hell?